you have been trying to get that charge off your credit report for the longest time, and asking the creditor for that 1099-C isn't working for you, I'm going to give you a little tip. I'm feeling nice today. Bookmark this because I want you to come back and tell me how this worked for you. You are probably hearing a lot of people on this app tell you to call your creditor and ask them to give you the 1099-C, and you're doing that, and the creditor is saying, no, we're not giving it to you. I'm going to tell you exactly where you're going wrong. First is you're talking to a rep who don't give a shit. They just want their check and they just want to go home. They just want to get off the phone with you. I want you to consider actually requesting that 1099-C in writing, but I want you to do it with a little spice. A lot of companies, when they are issuing a 1099-C, they're doing it around January or February of the following year that charge off took place, if they're choosing to write it off on their taxes. And I know because I used to process payroll and the tax forms were my responsibility. What happens whenever you have a charge off with a company? Sometimes there's mistakes that are made whenever they're updating that account with the credit bureaus. They'll say something like profit and loss, written off bad debt, and that will be found somewhere in the comment section of your credit report. This is why I need you to pull all three of your credit reports, because I can bet a bottom dollar that all three of your credit reports are not going to say this. Next thing I want you to do is to write a dispute letter. Now, I would not use ChatGPT for this, but do what you want. I'm going to include the steps in the caption, but what you're basically going to do is you're going to submit a dispute through the CFPB, and you are going to demand that they remove this account from your credit report because they are not only reporting income, but they might be violating various IRS rules. I don't know about you, but I don't play with the IRS, and I highly doubt these companies do either. They cannot say that they wrote something off on their taxes while also misleading your credit report by also saying that you owe them that money. I know you're like, girl, I need your help. Book a strategy call. That is where I love for my clients to start, is in a strategy, because some of y'all don't need full service. Y'all got one or two things on your credit report. Maybe it's just a couple of charge-offs. Book a strategy call. We can work through this in a lot more detail. These are the types of letters that I also include in my DIY letter pack that I just relaunched. You're welcome, and I hope this helps.